sure you comment in that section and tell us what you think about this channel, baby. Alright, this is
JC.
and I'm Merle. Welcome back to the Beat Up Cat. Now, boys and girls, we had a card. We had 6 picks. Everything was going perfect until 2 fights were suspended.
People don't making weight.
Not making weight, people passing out.
What do you think that happened? They don't get a good nutritionist, so they.
It's not that. It's that when you go and that aggressive, and you do it in too short of a time, in a little frame of time, your body doesn't. You don't give your body time to recover, and then. That's what happens. So, anyways, out of those 4 fights, we got 3, and we lost 1.
The first pick.
The very first pick. We are about to talk about that one. We're about to talk about Dern at the end, even though it was not our pick. But let's react to the fights we picked and some other fights. The first fight, our first pick of the night, and our first skid.
Yeah.
Thank you, Costa.
Yeah.
Canetti, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Now, Canetti got this fight fairly easy.
Yeah. Take it to the
I have to say this. I thought Costa was going to come back in this fight. He was going to redeem his name, but he said, no. The Beat Up Cat family is betting and building a channel. I'm about to shit myself with all of these motherfuckers. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did. He lost it. Yeah. And Canetti capitalized. Congrats to you, my dude. I really hope you keep on winning. Because if you keep on winning and we keep watching you, we're going to make some money out of you. Yeah. Now,
you didn't say that this was our third week.
Oh! Oh! This was our third pick of the night. I mean, our third week in a row, baby. Our third week on the road. We are hot. We got like more than 70%, which is
good.
Good. In betting standards, that's superb. So now we're gonna go to the second fight. It was a lady catchweight fight between Astoria-Lenko versus Chandler. In all honesty,
Chandler is tough, and she showed that she's striking is legit. You know, and I was watching the fight with a few friends, and I bet Chandler because when I saw it, like that lady is strong. Like you can see, Astoria-Lenko was trying to take it down, and she couldn't. And Astoria-Lenko is a black belt in BJJ, so if you see someone like that you cannot take it down.
We did say that this was gonna look like Chandler was gonna do.
But we had to see how was the takedown.
But we wanted to see this lady. It looks like this lady looks promising. Now we're gonna move on to the next fight, and we almost picked this one, and I was the one who thought Joko was gonna win.
And what did I say?
And JC said, there's a chance that Allen might take this because of his submission. And I agree on that. I'm like, yes, Allen seems to be like the more, if he takes him to the ground.
But what happened is that Allen not always go with his fight IQ, and he likes to prove that he's a boxer, and he's not. So, you know.
Luckily, his brain cells in this fight were right on point, and they said, no, motherfucker, we're not striking today. We're taking this guy to the ground, we're gonna win it. Because the Beat Up Cat, I'm not betting on that fight.
Yeah, if we would have bet,
probably the brain cells would have gone, would have lost that fight, baby. Now,
when we always bet it, he lost it. And when we don't bet it, he wins it. So, you know, there's, fighters like that.
The next fight of the night was a lightweight between Silva versus Ronson.
It wasn't a pick, but Melvin loved this guy Silva. You said that he was going to take it out, and he took it out. Flying me, bro. Crazy, man.
Beautiful finish. That's all I gotta say. We're watching Silva. This guy looks promising. I'm not saying Ronson is bad, but he left himself too open to this fella. This fella is actually really strong.
Yeah, I think that this guy Ronson, he's no UFC caliber. I think that he's gonna be released soon from the UFC. You know.
Probably, if he had lost that many fights in a row, there's a chance that he might get get the boot.
Or maybe they feed it to someone, to be someone. That's what UFC have been doing.
They really want to get rid of him. They try to. Like that's what they did to Angela. Angela actually won. You guys remember that?
With the Mexican lady.
Yeah, they throw her to her. And I'm like, I'm gonna.
And you were saying like, there's a chance. Yeah, I remember that.
If you don't fight this one, like then your life depends on it. But you won that, so it's surprising. So Ronson looks like might be going that way too, buddy. Yeah, to the Lions. Now the next fight, and
the dinosaur fighting.
My boy here didn't want to pick it, and I said, you gotta pick Latifi. I got the world of respect to Oleinik.
Nah, Oleinik's done, bro. He's watched already.
He's not watch, he's just old, man.
Yeah, but you cannot be fighting if you're old, you're watch. Like,
he wants it. He wants to do it.
Do you mind that putting Oleinik with Ngannou?
No, he would die.
Do you mind putting? I'm gonna tell you the top 10. He's not like.
No, but he needs to bring money to the table. Maybe it's not more. It's not much more about money. Maybe it's him trying to prove that he can still fight to a certain level, not maybe to the same level, but being this age and being on the ring with these fellas that are younger than you.
He has balls.
You gotta have motherfucking balls.
Yeah. Because.
And of course, Latifi was our pick, and he won that fight.
And Latifi retired also.
He retired?
Yeah.
So
yeah, he was watching too.
38. Yeah, he was getting to that point too. Anyway, so he did the right choice. Probably he had some business going on, and he said, you know what?
He's a coach. He has been coaching.
Boy now.
Yeah.
So the next fight of the night was a catch weight between Santos versus Castaneda.
That's gonna be a KO.
Fireworks.
And you said that maybe Santos, and we said it like everyone was in Castaneda, but we said it because we saw Santos in the previous fight that he brings the fire. He was always going forward, and he was losing the fight. Like the other guy knocked him down, and then he knocked him down, and that was
it. He responded. This is a dude that this guy, in my opinion, he's a warrior. Now, I do want to see him against somebody else, but he needs to prove his defense because Castaneda was able to find this guy quick. Mm-hmm. And when he gets to somebody that's actually a little bit technical, things here, they're going to be difficult. Now, this guy has potential, but he needs to train more. He needs to do a lot of stuff. But he's strong fella, so let's see him in the next fight. The next fight of the night was a lightweight between Davis versus Brashev.
We said it too. If Davis was gonna use his fight IQ and his wrestling, he would wanna win it, and that was what happened, bro. I need that Borges go to Rocha, to Dagestan, and train his fucking takedown defense. This guy has been losing now 2 or 3, I don't remember, fights in a row with wrestling. You can. I don't know why he's in his mind. I don't know. If we know it, how he doesn't know it. That's the part that I don't understand.
And the fight is not because it's all about he thinks I think it's all about a little bit of ego or whatever. He thinks that he's got it. Oh, I got it. No, listen. Cejudo the other day said it. I was watching a video of Cejudo saying it. I think he was giving a pick between who was it? Shit, I forgot. But he was giving a pick about it.
Kamsa against Costa?
Huh? No, it wasn't. It was probably about Kamsat and about probably something else.
Oh, Bob Nichols. The champion that I told you.
And he said, listen, when it comes to the wrestling, I do believe that Hamzat is going to win. And Hamzat is specifically one of the fighters that you can see that what I'm trying to say is, if you don't understand that you need wrestling in this sport, then you are lost. You might win for so long until they get you somebody that is really well-rounded, and then that's exactly what I said. We've been saying this since day one. Day one. Well-rounded fighters will always be long-time champions.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a striker cannot be, but it's always going to be more common a well-rounded fighter. Always.
A striker can win a fight, but he's not going to be long-term.
Exactly. So the next fight of the night was actually a featherweight bout between Yusuf versus Chinese.
30 seconds. Let's start. I think that
yeah, you guys remember the Mario Kart on 64? That's it. Chinese.
Bruce Buffer didn't have time to go out from the stage and the fight was over already.
Goodness, Listen, we did say Yusuf has that aura of being a very strong individual, and oh boy,
Yeah, that guy
that guillotine choke.
bro, that guy came with a week notice, you know, like he wasn't prepared.
Yeah,
Everything.
but losing that fast. Oh my god.
That guy is no UFC caliber. He entered, you know, and now he's gonna be in the UFC because, you know, he knew that he's gonna get a loss.
Anyways, let's move on to the next fight, which is also our pick: Barcelos versus Jones, bantamweight.
Yeah.
Now,
But he didn't look old at all.
No,
My
no,
concern was that he was old, and no, man, he looks like a new baby.
What's going on with Jones, though?
No, I think
Even though he's not one of my favorite fighters, but what's going on with this guy?
and I heard that he was in Thailand doing training and everything, so he was prepared for the fight. So, but what he was saying is like he's a counter striker. So he said that he has been losing because he has been, you know, doing counter strike, and judges don't value that the same. That if the fight goes on and start, you know, punching that, but in this fight he only throw 15 punches. You cannot win a fight like that. No.
No, listen, my guy Jones.
That was what he
We
said.
gotta stop with the bullshit. You gotta take accountability as a fighter. You're losing because you're just standing there and doing nothing, and you think the fight is gonna be handed over to you. It's not gonna happen. You gotta go and take it. I get it. You're a counter fighter, yes, but is a counter fighter throws only
15.
lands 15 blows? No. If you're waiting for that counter to knock out your opponent, no, man.
Yeah, he's left. That's why he's
No.
good.
No, congrats to Barcelos for taking it. We already knew that. So we're gonna move to the next fight of the night, and also our pick. We said though, Brown versus Trinaldo. It was a no-brainer. Trinaldo is a little bit old.
But let's be honest, it was closer than we thought.
Yeah.
In the first round.
Yeah,
Like
right.
Brown, I don't understand that with fighters that they are so tall and long. You cannot be throwing those kicks because they're gonna take you down. So you know.
especially in the late rounds.
Yeah, and that was what happened. He almost got killed in the first round.
Mhm.
The whole first round on his back. But
Yeah.
thank God we got it.
Okay.
So let's go to the main event of the evening.
I want to talk about this one, man, because
Judges.
I mean,
again.
I said it in the video. I did say Mackenzie is gonna come and trade blows, and she's gonna find an opening, take this girl to the ground, and she's gonna go for the submission. Everything happened, but the submission she was not able to score. Cyanide actually is a strong lady. I gotta give it that, but I do not feel, even though people feel different or they say it's a close fight, I do believe it's a close fight. But I still see Mackenzie Dern won that fight. And let me tell you what, not only ground control, but the judges nowadays, JC was telling me the other day, no, they are judging because of the damage that you do to their face. Did you see Simon's face? Did you see Mackenzie's, right? And I'm like, what are these judges basing their fights on? So now this other fighter has more damage on her face, and now she wins the fight. Like,
It was close, let's be honest. It was close.
it was close, but
I think that was a draw, let's be honest. Because if you see Mackenzie Dern almost land almost 100 punches more, she took 9 minutes of ground control and 2 takedowns, and she attained 2 submissions. So it was really close, let's be honest.
I mean,
But you know what happened?
If she's
Yunnan was winning the striking changes. That's what happened.
how can you win the striker changes when I have semi blows landed to you more than you have?
Because what happened was Mackenzie Dern was landed when she was on top.
Mackenzie
Dern
Dern.
was landing more punches when she was on top.
who was on top?
When Mackenzie Dern was on top on China. But
That's-
when they were standing up, China was winning.
Nah, but that's some bullshit. I'm sorry. If you would tell me that Mackenzie Dern was on her back and throwing punches to her, I
Yeah.
would accept that. But you're telling me that she was on top of Cyanide.
No, she was reverse. Reverse.
Because I know she was on the bottom.
On the
And
bottom.
still hitting
Yeah,
her,
that was what I
defending
meant.
herself.
That was what I meant.
That's what I saw. I saw somebody blocking and defending
Yeah,
herself
that was what I meant.
to a really good. Well, anyway, this is the thing. I went back to how Mackenzie used to fight. Old videos. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I get it. She wanted to practice submission because you need it as a very well-rounded fighter, you need submissions, you need ground, you need it. But she has left the striking. Her striking was not bad at all. I saw it in the review, she was knocking out ladies left and right. It's like she completely abandoned it, took her skin off, and decided just to go for submissions.
You know what I think that happened? His father is a black belt in BJ, but level, I don't know what level, like in the top. Maybe she got, like...
I'm not saying like she should abandon submission, but I'm saying is go back to striking a little bit. Because she was knocking out and she hits hard.
But she's comfortable doing that. That's the reason that she's doing. That's what I mean. That she feels comfortable doing that. That's what I meant.
Anyways, I do feel like the fucking judges were betting on the Chinese fighter, and that's how I feel. That's how I feel. It's not the first time they do it though. They've done it way more open, and they've done all the BS bigger than this. Other times that it's clear the winner, and then oh,
you know
they
what
go for the other one. So you boys and girls know what happens. I don't need to tell you. Anyways, anything you want to add?
Yes. Next week we're gonna have a week off. We are gonna have a rest, guys. Mel have been doing a lot of chair on his life, so we decided to.
I'll talk about it a little bit for 1 minute, fellas. In all honesty, my mother, it's really sick. The other day, I have never seen this, and I've seen shit on YouTube. I even started medicine. She passed out with her eyes open. She was talking in riddles. It's something has to do with her head. And this woman, which is my mother, helps me out because I work too much. She helps me out, take my daughter to school and bring her back. So in my head, I'm like, if she takes out now my daughter to school, she drives. It's a short distance, but she drives. And one of those things that just happened to her happens when my daughter is in the car. She might get hurt. So I'm adjusting my schedule right now to the point where I take the days that my daughter needs to go to school, that I take her. And that's that. That's all I wanted to say. There's a bunch of stuff that's been happening. I don't like to talk about this, but you guys gotta know that this is some serious stuff. It's my mother getting involved. We are trying to find out what she has. So she's going to a neurologist, somebody that can see on her head. The scary part is we called the rescue. She was taken to the hospital, and on the hospital with her eyes were open, but it was like if somebody was high, like really high, motherfucker. Like high shit. But also she was like zombified, and she was talking riddles. It's like it was somebody looked like she was gonna have a stroke, but that was not the case. And then she gets her consciousness back, and she says, "What the hell am I doing here?" That's the scary part. She's not remembering. So now we know it's something that has to be related to the head. So we're trying to find out what it is. So that's why I'm taking a little bit time off, because I'm taking her to the doctor. We need to see these two for a little bit. Even though the card this week is not very exciting, so we're gonna pass it up.
No, next week there's no card. That's what I want to say. Oh. We have a week off, and then the other week we have UFC. Okay. So we're gonna have 1 week off, but you know that we're coming back hot like always. We are 3 week winning in a row. So you know that we're coming with vengeance. And Mel is angry, so be careful, guys.
Living a beer, baby. Angry beer. Anyways, catch you guys later. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.